In this short video, I'm going to show you the elimination tool. Here we have a clipboard, and I'm going to take the most important rubrics in this particular clipboard, the ones I deem to be the most important to my case. I want to take them to elimination tool and cross them. What happens when you take them to elimination? They get crossed and you eliminate all the remedies that are not included in both rubrics. And so let's do that. I'm going to select two. These are the most important in my mind to this particular case. These two here. And once you select them, by the way, you hold down the Command key if you're on a Mac computer to select multiple rubrics. If you're on a Windows computer, hold down the Control key. So once you have them selected, you just have to click, hold, and drag them up to the minus sign. And here they show. And you can see there's a minus sign here, and that means they are selected when they're minus like that. And so the cross of these two rubrics, here we had 149 remedies in the top rubric, and in the company desire rubric we have 151. Between all of those remedies, 47 appear in both of the rubrics. You can see the number down here. And you can see the remedies that cross by clicking on Show if you want to see them in this window. You can also see them in graph form. So I'm going to hit Show Graph. And here are the two rubrics you selected. Cough, Lying Aggravates, Mind, Company, Desire 4, the 47. And you see the interplay of the other rubrics as well. And I want to point out that when you come to the end of this graph, I just scroll to the end of it. By using my trackpad, I just scroll to the end. You can see that these 7 remedies at the end here, lac caninum on down, they do not appear in those rubrics that we did not select. But that doesn't matter. This particular elimination view, it shows you those remedies because they did appear in the rubrics that we selected. And so it gives you the total. All right, but what if you want to take into consideration those other rubrics and you want to see the interplay between the 2 you selected as well as the 3 that we didn't? So you can do that. And by the way, if you want to, you can turn off this filter by clicking on that purple circle. And I'm just using my trackpad to get back to the top. I'm going to take the rubrics that we did not select, and I'm going to drag all these up to the plus sign. And now you can see that here they are. They've got the plus sign, which tells you that they're not selected specifically for elimination as these are. And by the way, you can switch out if you decide that you'd rather have that the painful cough is one of your selected rubrics. You simply click on that plus sign and turn that to a minus. And you can have all 3 if you want. But if you were going to take away one, you just, anytime you want to deselect a rubric, you simply click on that minus sign and it goes back up here with the pluses, and then it's not being crossed. It's the ones that have the minus sign next to them that are actually being crossed. But again, we're looking at the interplay of all the rubrics. What I'm going to do is, just to give you the comparison, I'm going to go ahead and get that back to the way it was for that other elimination that I showed you. And so here we are. We have those same 2 rubrics. And now the cross is 40 because, again, we're taking into consideration all the rubrics. So what the program did is it eliminated those 7 rubrics that we saw at the end that had nothing to do with the rubrics that we have brought into elimination when we're looking at all of them. And you can see the 40 by clicking on Show here in this window, or you can see them on the graph. And here they are. You can see that number 40 here next to the 2 that we had selected. And when you scroll to the end, those 7 that were blank in the rubrics that we did not select are not here. Because what the program is doing now is it's showing you the actual interplay between the rubrics that you selected as well as the others. So it brings that number down to 40 because it got rid of those 7 remedies that were at the end that did not appear in any of those other 3 rubrics. I hope this makes sense. Thank you so much for watching.